They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. As if they make the wrong move and coach shit. You see me, they like, ooh, keep on shopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. Coming up, I'm about to bullshit. They see me, they like, ooh, keep on shopping. I'm on my body, real niggas right beside me. Damn right, I brought my army. Going up like a rocket, and can't nobody stop me. These niggas garbage, so watch your mouth, boy. Coming all black, slithering house, call me mouth, boy. I'm off the hip like a cowboy. I'm a king, you should bow, boy. Shorty like that, man, you cut up. Nothing I can handle. 144 in the booth, going Rambo. Niggas do you dirty like a stick in a bando. That's why I play the corner like a bum with a banjo. I'ma lead by example. Ooh, keep on sobbing, got this bitch off the hand. Got this juice, got the drip, about to hit the bitch with the salt. It ain't rap, it's assault. Can't taste a bitch unless you with the coke. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. As if they make the wrong move and coach shit.
Hey! One way! One way! One way! One way! One way!
Coming up on my bullshit.
I do it how a veteran be. You better than me. I'm Reggie at the edge of the key. It's all money, no honey. Think you settle and see. You locked up, fucked up, and it's back to the streets. It's One West. You can check the residency. I reside where soldiers died on the soles of their feet. Cause there's death before designer. Ain't no coward in me. Cause I'm cold as a bitch's shoulder. You ain't calling a week. Get the cooking on this beat. Hope you like it well done. Got them killers rolling with me and they all red rum, red rum, red rum. Got you fucking scared some. Get the banging on this beat till my fucking head numb. Black Glock, red drum, black and yellow air ones. Homie, you ain't got a vest. I suggest you wear one.
Told these niggas we was going up. They was doing a lot of talking. Now these niggas ain't saying shit.
Feeling like a legend in this shit, lil nigga, I'm past veteran. Never feeling third, lil nigga, I'm past second. Guns, I gotta have them all like Ash Ketchum. Shotty break a nigga ribs up like his wife left him. We all steppin', kill you with kindness cause I'm dead nice. That 5'7" put you 6 feet, not talking height. That judge giving out 5, but you doing life. These hands are rude GPS, a mean right. That's mean right, we build different, you know the vibes. And we stamped it authentic, we notarized. I keep a 144 because I know a kind. Noah's Ark, you know I'm with animals when we flowin' by. We back again, no cap, when I'm with Cap again. Yeah, they say they want smoking, so we matching them. Everything righteous, so you know when we get back at them, you get hit up with a K, but no acronym.
They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. As if they make the wrong move and coach shit. You see me, they like, ooh, keep on shopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. Coming up on my bullshit.
West till they bury me. I'm One West till they bury me. I'm One West till they bury me. I be One West to the death till they bury me. One West till they bury me. I'm One West till they bury me. I'm One West till they bury me. I be One West to the death till they bury me. I be One West to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy, it get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Get them dividends, or we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nah, but he a domino. So what you suckers trying to do? Rhyming comical, guess it's funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to them pussy niggas that's popping shit. Team
my all-stars, I coach them up like I'm Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we gon' check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I vomit this and regurgitate for the audience. They start applauding this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid, shit has gotten retarded since all the dominance of one West rising to prominence. Cause I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. They want a nigga quiet, mute my maneuvers, but I ride like I got Groupon for Uber. Rhymes hard like they been viewed by Medusa. 9 milli Luger, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to sit up in your medulla. Obligata for the regatta, niggas wildin', they win every dollar. They riding by in black Impalas, let the semi holler. The showstopper been as proper since the teeny bopper. But now I'm going them off Patron, a premium of vodka. I put extensions on the Glock, modified the chopper. The swore heavy, war ready, and that's worth the mama. No marijuana, say I got the loudest silence on it. When I'm up on it, ain't no rapper do it like I do it. A lot of spitties and writers, but when they heat's on, none of them can get to the fire around with me. And I had a nigga spin like a tire, but down the D, and I'm still dope as a piper. Every bar burn hard like a spoon with a lighter. Fuel to ignite, I'm winning, coming through with the title because I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me.
Yeah, on 44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and they head with that shit.
Fine then, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, up too solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real. I got real soldiers, kill for me, nigga, watch yourself. They said you been in beast mode lately, you is not yourself. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them conspiring. Cross the line, they're firing. This bitch here, finna break the spin. No kindness, I don't trust you, circle small. You can keep your features. Me and my niggas don't keep no secrets. In the feel like Jeepers Creepers. Say they want some smoke, dawg. So I brought these chimney sweepers. Coming like we coming, you can't even cap. These niggas don't run it like we running, bitch, don't even start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas till the end, till death do us part. So if you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch. Bless your heart, fine then. I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. I heard they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rate for real. Take over in effect, yeah, I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, just know it's women, that bitch fully loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told them I need major motion. Think I'm joking, I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust, now I'm too clean, don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dawg? Guns and butter, baby boy. UPK top, dawg. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that econ line into a damn tank. I got chopper stash in that attic like they Anne Frank. They had that shit on lock till I snapped on them like bolt cutters. You cannot play both sides, gotta choose your colors. See him throwing that one up with that W, that's my blood, bro. Fine in, I ain't show no mercy, I'm gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got
Israelite, bitch.
Fuck you talking about?
If that nigga won't war, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. South Coast shit, we bout it. UPK too solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. Sharp on shit, I'm bout it. UPK too solid. Fuck nigga don't want war. It ain't enough clips in your army. All the bitches wanna take my piece. All they hoes wanna take my piece. All they nigga wanna take my piece. No, I can't let a dog take it from me. I can't let a dog take it from me. You a hoe study and you dummy. And these bitches really out this bitch walking around like they don't know nothing. And a lame nigga fall for them and get set up for the coins and get gunned down, man down. Should've took the time, get a damn no. But I see the shawty and I show her. She could never get a piece whole. You a dirt ass, rust ass neck bitch with a fake ass jewelry. In Tennessee while I'm touring. It's a Tennessee, but she luring. And a sucker duck bitch ass boy, fuck nigga over that bitch muggin'. I say, if that nigga won't war, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. South Coast shit, we bout it. UPK too solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. You a lame nigga down to me. Eat candy, but I'm sucker free. You a little nigga, ain't nothing to me. Base up, boy, I fit a beat. Yeah, AR-223. Draco with a magazine. Yeah, the clip run like limousine. I shoot your ass in the spleen. Boy, I bust your ass in the temple. We debating, why the temple? Tell the truth, boy, you's a victim. And you squirm off like a lizard. Nigga walk down my road. Why does nigga come down my road? Boy, come down my road. Boy, I charge your ass toll fee. I'm a real big priest, nigga. UPK play for keys, nigga. Command to get a damn order, but ain't nothing me to damn kill you. I stuck in his ass like a cat. All weapons, boys full of tech. Boy, like a close combat. Nigga, I popped off for a neck. If that nigga won't war, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. South Coast shit, we bout it. UPK too solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch.
Christ said 7 women gon' be on one nigga in the end time. Nigga, fuck wrong with you, boy. I'm stressed by that damn hoe ass bitch. Fake ass nigga too. Dumb ass motherfucker. Fuck you.
Backstage.
Yeah, you know what it is. 140 for the rapper, busy man, shit, nigga. They take their head over, nigga.
Okay, when Eve did to Adam, I just pray my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like Samson, I can't let no hoe to lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, all they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Niggas think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Suckle up and stay alert, another cop just stretch the nigga. He a demon, this an exorcism, watch I bless the nigga. You took that open blood, then you know I'm gon' get active with you. Fuck the opposition, I see vision, let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spin, I ain't listening, is in fact the fear. If revenge was a woman, now I stomp that bitch like Jack the Ripper. So war, we gon' run the summer, it's gon' be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't do that, bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it Young Baby. How you real triggering on them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? What he saying something, I ain't hear him. This shit light work. It ain't on who got the gun, it's about who gon' up that pipe first. I turn a bad situation to a game changer. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raised up the chain frame. Shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand and feed you, you'll never get that hand back. He bitch about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody wanna be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he wants. homeless laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. I'm a certified woman's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, I with that hollow side, yeah, this the rim accord. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still up on my bread, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get that boy lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
I just wanna see my enemies fall. Yeah. Hey, look, I just wanna bow. Told my niggas stand tall, cause we about to go and get it out. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Look at them 20s while they crawl. I've been praying that my enemies fall. Nigga, I just wanna bow. And I hope you bow too. And that be why I gotta keep it true. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Just give me what I'm due. Let my enemies see the living proof, Lord. I just wanna bow. Trying to build my own city, homie. Enough room to put my niggas on it. Then start a couple business on it. Fuck any heathen never shitted on me. Yeah. Public housing we done lived through. Trying to put that in my real view. Gold rolls, what I still do. I can see the picture with a clear view. Gotta separate the snakes and all you fuck niggas that's gon' hate. Daily pray to God don't catch another case. But that's a small risk that I feel I gotta take. Only certain niggas, they gon' feel this. Still deliver verses on that real shit. If I get a couple million, I'ma bust this shit down with these children. I just wanna bow. Told my niggas stand tall, cause we about to go and get it out. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Look at them 20s while they crawl. I've been praying that my enemies fall. Nigga, I just wanna bow. And I hope you bow too. And that be why I gotta keep it true. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Just give me what I'm due. Let my enemies see the living proof, Lord. I just wanna bow. Don't get up out of. Got killers with them rat on them. Look like I'm fed from the drum. Look, don't make me make the reaper rain down on them. I can give a fuck if you rock blue. And I was Sue Woo from the Fruittown crew. Cops still shoot us every time we move. They hate you, nigga, like they hate me too. Just know that brotherhood is a weapon. Build another zone, then protect it. Too many sisters in the city been molested. Now I'm stacking soldiers off the block like it's Tetris. Woo! Know that truth, it give you chills, don't it? Steady ringing in your ears, won't it? If I'm blessed to make a meal, I'ma bust that shit down with my real homies. I just wanna bow. Told my niggas stand tall, cause we about to go and get it out. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Look at them 20s while they crawl. I've been praying that my enemies fall. Nigga, I just wanna bow. And I hope you bow too. And that be why I gotta keep it true. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Just give me what I'm due. Let my enemies see the living proof, Lord. I just wanna bow. Yeah. To all them children that grew up with parents strung out on drugs. Yeah. I just wanna bow. Hope you do too. And I hope you do too. Yeah. Man, to the brother that had a real and she left him for whatever reason. Yeah. I just wanna bow. I hope you do too. And to the sister, you know what I'm saying, that had that nigga leave her. Yeah, yeah. Nigga, I just wanna bow. So my niggas is locked up. I hope you do too. Man, I hope you niggas see the light of day. Yeah, I just wanna bow. Yeah, I just wanna bow.
Ready, sir?
Yep.
So I clap it up. All right. Welcome to the Sabbath service. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. All right, ready, brother? All right, then. We on? Right. In the building. Oh shit, let's get it rocking. Men of Israel, Marsha. Mawasar, state your registry. Post.
Mawasar, Banyahara, Banyashara.
Mawasar, Banyahala, Banyasha'ala.
How about Shimmy al Shabbatha?
How about Shimmy al-Shabbat?
Banyashara.
Right. Israel. Imagine. You all stand, Mr. Stan.
Don't fuck with means to face the east.
So,
This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodah.
Kodah.
I.S.U.P.K.
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 Yahweh.
Malakpaka.
Malakpaka.
Kaba'ah.
Kaba'ah.
Ratazayaka.
I.S.U.P.K.
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 Ratazah. Kawah.
Ayah.
Washamayim.
Washamayim.
The thun.
Now.
Now. The come. Cow. Yawam. Masalaknawa. Kabuwaknawa. Kabuwak Yanawa. Wala'ah. Kabayanawa. Banasayawan. Abal. Hawashaynawa. Mayan. Right. Kaya. Hamalakwa. Waha'ala. Wa'atapara. The I will love you. Aman.
This is the Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth as is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And give us our debts as we give our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. So be it.
It's the prayer for the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Ba'Hashem Yahushua. Baba Kusha. Nathanawa. Aka. Larapa'ah. Kal Makala. Aka. Latahar. Abatazariah. Aka. Lahakia. Hamathia. Aka. Arakawa. Atama'ala. The Garashan. Ba'Hashem Yahushua. The water. Aman. Right, this is the prayer for the power in the English. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Please give us the power. The power to heal all manner of sickness. And all manner of diseases. The power to cleanse the leper. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. Cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it.
This is Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Al-Hariya.
Mahayan.
Kaba'ah.
Azari. Ma'ayin. Yahweh. I.S.U.P.K. Shemayim. Waharatazah. Ayathan. Number what? The Galka. Al-Yanawam. Shamarka. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yashun. Shalomar. Yasha'al. Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh. Tazaka. Al-Yah. Yamyanka. Yamawam. Mashamash. Ayakaka. Wayarak. Malayala. Yahweh. Washamarka. Makaurai. Yashamar. Afnapaska. Yahweh. Yashamar. Waza'aka. Wabwa'aka. Mayatha. I will love. This is Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up my eyes to the hills. Which cometh my help. My help coming from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in
from this time forth,
this time forth,
even forevermore.
even forevermore. It's Psalm 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al Tamayalaka.
Al Tamayalaka.
Al Takarash.
Al Takarash.
Al Tashakwat.
Al Tashakwat.
Al Yahanna.
Yahanna.
Wabiyabika.
Wabiyabika.
Yahamma Yawam.
Yahamma Yawam.
Al
Al
Imaka.
Imaka.
Ira Yamwa.
Ira Yamwa.
Sawada.
Sawada.
Wayatha. Wayatha.
Wayatha.
Ai Tazawa.
Ai Tazawa.
Al Tazapawanyika.
Al Tazapawanyika.
Amarwa.
Yamarwa.
Makawa.
Makawa.
Wanakakina.
Wanakakina.
Goya.
Goya.
Wala Aya Shikar.
Wala Aya Shikar.
Shum Yasha'al.
Shum Yasha'al.
Awada.
Awada.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Now I Tazawa.
Now I Tazawa.
Ba.
The Ba.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Auyaka.
Auyaka.
Waraya.
Waraya.
Yakaratwa.
Yakaratwa.
Alhalia.
Alhalia.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Wayashima Aliyah.
Wayashima Aliyah.
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagarian.
Wahagarian.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amalak.
Wa'amalak.
Halashah.
Halashah.
I'm Yashabi.
I'm Yashabi.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gum Ashawar.
Gum Ashawar.
Yalawa.
Yalawa.
Imam.
Imam.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zerawat.
Zerawat.
Lawat.
The Banya Lawat.
Salah.
Selah.
Aishalaham.
Aishalaham.
Amadyan.
Amadyan.
Kasaya Sara'ah.
Kasa'a Sara'ah.
Kayabyan.
Kayabyan.
Banakal.
Banakal.
Yashwan.
Yashwan.
Hashamadwa.
Washamadwa.
Bayan Dara.
Bayan Dara.
Hawa.
Hawa.
Haman.
Haman.
La Dapma.
Layadam.
Sayatamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Narayamawa.
Narayamawa.
Kara.
Kara.
Wakazaba.
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 Wakazalmanai.
Wakazalmanai.
Kau Nasiyatamwa.
Kau Nashiyatamwa.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Marwa.
Amarwa.
Ayarasha.
Ayarasha.
Nalawa.
Yalawa.
Nawa.
Nawa.
Alhayim.
Alahayim.
Alhaya.
Alahaya.
Sayatamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Kagala.
Kagala.
Kwash.
Kwash.
Panya Rakah.
The Panya Rakwa.
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash.
Taba Ira Ya'ira.
Taba Ira Ya'ira.
Wakalahaba.
Wakalhaba.
Talahat.
Talahat.
Harayam.
Harayam.
Khan.
Khan.
Daradama.
Daradama.
Kasa Irika.
Kasa Irika.
Wabasawa Paka.
Wabasawa Paka.
Tahabalam.
Tahabalam.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Panyaham.
Panyaham.
Palawan.
Palawan.
Wayabakwashwa.
Wayabakwashwa.
Shimka.
Shimka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Bashwa.
The Bashwa.
Wayabahawa.
Wayabahawa.
Ayai.
Ayai.
Wayakaparwa.
Wayakaparwa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayadarwa.
Wayadarwa.
Kaya Atha.
Kaya Atha.
Shimka.
Shimka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Vodka.
Vodka.
Al Yawan.
Al Yawan.
Al Kaha Aratazah.
Al Taha. Aratazah. This is Psalms 83 in English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
Be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo,
lo,
thy enemies make atonement. And they that hated thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off for being a nation. In the name of Israel, there be no more remembrance. They have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, and of Moab, Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre, Ashur, also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of light. Selah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kishon, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb, and like Zaid. Yea, all the princes of Zabah, and Zamuna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. Oh, my power, make them like a wheel, as they stumble before the wind, as the fire burns the wood, as the flame set the mountains on fire. To persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, they may seek the name. Oh, Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, are the most high of all the earth.
It's the prayer to bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh. By
By Hashem Yahushua.
Raklanawa.
Raklanawa.
Wayasha'ala.
Wayasha'ala. Wahabayah. Tapari. I.S.U.P.K. The water. Praying for to bless Israel, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, bless us and Israel and the school, in the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you. So be it. SARS needs to turn. The Shabi needs to be seated. All right, clap it up. Most high. Man, it's good to see y'all again. It's good to be back here at the school, getting ready to do what we do best, which is to go ahead and give the Lord the praise and the glory. You understand? We're the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started 125th Street under Commander General Yahanna. You understand? And let you know we are not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite group. We are a standalone organization. We're not part of no Christian organization. We're not part of none of that. You understand? We are standalone. We represent the Most High God, I.S.U.P.K. You understand? We started, like I said, on the 25th Street, Harlem, New York. And we come to give you the truth. You know what the truth is? The truth is the blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians are the true Israelites of the Bible. That's right. I know you've been told otherwise, that the man over across the way that's in Israel right now is the real daggone Jew. No, he's not. He's an apostate. We're the true Jews of the Bible. You don't believe me? Just come to class and learn and look into these scriptures, man. Look into your records. You will find out who we are. People are just starting to find out what's going on. This news has been spread across all over America and beyond. You understand? It's been spread all over. And people are starting to come to understand that who we really are. They started to come and understand that the blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians really are the true Israelites of the Bible. You understand? I mean, you had people come out and get persecuted behind it. I mean, you got the Kanye West comes out getting persecuted about it. Kyrie Irving getting persecuted about it. Everybody's getting persecuted about the fact that we are the Hebrew Israelite. Why is that so? Why is that so? Why is in the world that's supposed to be free, and the world is supposed to be free religion and be wherever you are? Why can't we say we're the real Jews of Israel, of the Bible? Right. Why can't we say that? Everyone else is saying their things. No one's getting upset about it. We're saying we're Muslims. Nobody gets upset about it. They say they're Buddhism. No one's getting upset about it. But once you say you're the Hebrew Israelites that's according to this Bible, now there's a problem. There's a problem now. Why is that? Because that's the truth. That's just the truth. Go ahead, brother. Yeah, go ahead.
You understand? Men want to be women. Men want to be furries. Women want to be cats. They want to be giraffes. And it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay, sir.
But yet, we would say we're the Israelites. There's a problem with that. Yeah. You know what? I'm glad there's a problem with that because that's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. And the people better start understanding what it is. Understand? The Lord said, at the end of the days, in the times, He's going to pour the Spirit among all people. Men are going to have dreams. You understand? It's going to happen. That's what's happening now. He's pouring out His Spirit across the whole of America, across the whole world, letting them know who they are. Right. And the Lord is fed up right now. The Lord is upset the way y'all been treating His children. And His children still being disobedient, not following the Sabbath services, not following the daggone high holy days, not following any of these things. And the Lord is upset and He's mad. You understand? So if I were you, thank the Most High that He gave you to this truth. And if you're not in this truth, the water of the Most High that we have YouTube, Facebook, all these things, so you can tune in and find out what these brothers are really talking about. Find out why these brothers on the corner are screaming like they're screaming on these corners. Right. They are screaming not for themselves, they're screaming for you. They sacrifice their lives. Oh, we got a brother, we got Captain Kapash over in Dominican Republic right now, putting this truth out. Right. And mind you, he don't speak Spanish. Right. And they're getting the word out. Right. Because once you come into this word, it's universal. That's why we call Israelite School a universal practical language. Because this truth goes all across the whole world. Because the truth is just the truth. You understand? And it's going to be known. So just because you don't believe it doesn't mean it's not real. You understand? Just because you think, oh, no, it's not true, don't mean it's not the real deal. So I'm not sure where you're at this point in time. If you're listening to this language, it's for you. All right. So the water for checking in on YouTube, Facebook, the water for coming to the classes. Clap it up for yourselves. Clap it up. Now I've been absent for about 2 weeks, so I'm excited to be back, man, to see these brothers. And the best thing about being absent, doing other things that you have to do for the Lord, the family, things like that, you have brothers who can step up and fill this whole thing. And you don't miss a beat. So the water officer Hadar, clap it up for him. Officer Mawasal, clap it up for this brother. Officer, newly raised officer. I came to the building. He dressed in all. He didn't black on no more. He got colors on. I'm like, oh snap, officer. You know what I'm saying? and a couple of other brothers. You got Yahanna, your dad came in for me, standing there for him. So this truth is being pushed no matter what we do. If brothers, got to do something, our brother steps up and he fills that brother's role, and nothing. I mean, because the truth is bigger than us. Truth is bigger than me. Truth is bigger than all of us up here. So if one of us have to do something, one of us fall, the brother picks up that sword, and we keep going. Kind of like who? Our commander in General Yahanna. When swords fall, you pick that sword up and you keep running. And this school is able to take off and do the mission when brothers have to fall back for whatever reasons. So the water, y'all, brother, from the bottom of my heart, man, I appreciate that. The water for doing what you're supposed to do, being soldiers, to step in and pull this truth out. What was that? Uh-oh, we not there?
We're still online.
We're still on? Okay, most sorry,
I have a video right now. So.
All right, okay. It was just I hope it'll self-correct pretty soon, but if not, hey, we're gonna keep on rolling. All right. Again, welcome to the Sabbath service, or I always say the Sabbath is made for you. The Lord said the Lord created the world in 6 days, and on the seventh day he rested. You understand? So this is what he gave us to do. If you're able to come to the Sabbath service, come to the Sabbath service and pray and give the Lord some of the praise and give him back with all the week that you've been going through hell all week. You've been going through turmoil and triumphs all week long. Lord wants you to come in here and have holy convocations with your brothers and your sisters and look and learn his word. You understand? Learn what he has for us. So today, what we're going to be going into, we're going to be going to the book of Deuteronomy 28:1. So if you got your swords, turn to Deuteronomy 28:1. And what you're going to hear right now is going to be here the holy, the Lashon Kodash, which is the holy tongue. We're going to read the first 7 verses in the Hebrew, and then we're going to come back and read those same scriptures in the English. Do understand that this is your holy language. This is your holy tongue. The Lord give us, what the Lord has given all the people around the world. He gave them portions for them. All the Arabs got their portions. Right. The Muslims got their portions. Right. The Africans got their portions. Well, the Israelites, we got our portions too. Right. Everybody have their own language and their own God. Everybody has their own God. As I was saying, the Africans got their gods, right? You have the Muslims got their God, and then you got Buddha. Who else? We got some other countries. It don't even matter. Everybody got their gods. But check it out. When it comes to the Black, Hispanics, Native Indians, right? Who's our God? We share the same God as the oppressor. That has to be an issue. The oppressors have their God, the blue-eyed, stringy hair, which goes totally against what the Bible tells you. Totally against that. But nevertheless, that's their God. But where's the God of the Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians? Where's our God? And mind you, all the other gods look just like them. Buddha got their God, look just like Buddha, little fat man, look like Buddha. That's them. They look like them. Bald heads, slanted eyes. That's the China people. They got their God. Muslim got their God, but the oppressor has his God. Looks just like them. Blue eyes, no daggone melanin, straight hair, blonde, blue eyes, looking like whoever out there. But you have no God like you. But contrary to what you really believe in those scriptures, if you dig in those scriptures, you're going to see that your God looks just like you. That's right. Just like you. And the worst thing you can do is take an identity from a brother or a sister. If you take their identity away from them, you have nothing left. They identify as anybody and everybody else you want to identify as. And that's not right. And this is what the Lord is punishing our oppressors for taking what belonged to us and having us assimilate to them. We're assimilating to their world, and the Lord does not like that. We're supposed to be holy people. Right. Holy. Holy means to be separate. We're supposed to have our own food. We're supposed to have our own God. We're supposed to have our own language. We're supposed to have our own establishments, our own things. Right. That's what makes us holy and different. And we do. We have those. But yet, because we don't know the truth, we assimilate to other gods and we want to be everything else. And that's why the school is very important. What Commander Yahanna has done and established all these schools across the world is very important that we establish who we are and set a real foundation of what we're supposed to believe in here. And what we're going to today is Deuteronomy 28:1. For all those people out there who say you shouldn't follow a man, and the Lord is speaking to me, you're gonna know what the Lord is really speaking to you, and you're gonna understand who you're supposed to follow. Right. The Lord is not gonna leave his throne for nothing. The Lord don't get off his throne and come and do work. We do the work. Right. Men and women do his work. We do his will. He's not now. Can he? Yeah, he can. Lord can do what the hell he want to do, but he's not going to. That's why he sent brothers and sisters like myself, these brothers, Commander Yahanna, and on up. He brought Yahushua, Moses, all those people he brings for us to listen to. All the prophets in those Bibles, those are the men that the Lord sent your way to listen to. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and jump into it. Officer Dar, you got anything to say before we get started?
Well, what kind, sir? You understand, like how Most High, you know what I'm saying, wants us to be separate. He wants to give us, you understand, like give us our own land, give us our own. You know what I'm saying, we're definitely going to see that in these scriptures with today's lesson.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, we're going to see exactly what the Most High has for us. You understand what He promised us and what we got to do to give back to Him, so that we can be in rulership. You understand? We're going to see, contrary to what the Christian church tells us when it comes to scripture, when it tells us the Most High. So,
All right. Sweat, brother. Hey, I'm sorry, Officer Marsaw. You got anything you want to say before we get lacking?
You know, get an I.S.U.P.K. You know, get out that Christian church. You know, and stop saying, "No, I'm gonna let Jesus handle it. God gotta handle it for me." No, you gotta put that work in.
right.
You know, and stop gaining up the Bible.
Damn right. Clap it up for the brother. He's on fire. He's on fire. Man. I'm telling you, he's ready to get out there and do some things for the Lord. So without further ado, you can go ahead and go Deuteronomy 28:1, and we'll start reading in the Hebrew. All right. Just go ahead and take over when you feel necessary. All right, go ahead.
Deuteronomy 28:1. Yahweh, Ayam, Shamarat, Shamarat, Shamai, Tashamai, Bakra, Yahweh, Allah Hayak, Allah Hayaka, Lashamar, Sharath, Lai Sharath, Kal, Matazar Raphayim, Ashar, Anakia, Matazarak, Hayaram, Wanathayak, Wanathanka, Yahweh, Al-Hayak, Al-Aylawan, Al, Kal, Garayat, Haratazah.
All right, very good. I'll go ahead and take over. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 2. Wabawa, Auyaka, Kal, Habarwak, Ha'alah, Wahashah Galaka, Kaya, Washamai, Bakwal, Yahweh, Alahayaka. Verse 3. Barawak, Atha, Ba'ayar, Wa Barawak, Atha, Washadah. Verse 4. Barawak, Parya, Batanka, Wabaria, Adamathaka, Waparya, Ahamathaka, Shugar, Alapayaka, Wa Ashar, Wa Aish Tawath, Tazaanka, verse 5. Barawak, Tanaka, Wama Sharathka, verse 6. Barawak Atha, Barawak Atha, Ba'aka, Babawak Atha, Watazaaka, verse 7. Yathan Yahweh, Ayabayaka, Aquangium, Auyaka, Nagagium, Lapanyaka, Badarak, Akad, Yataza Awa, Auyaka, Waba Shamaya, the Rakim, Adawaswa, Lapanyaka.
Clap it up. All right, we're gonna go back to verse 1. And before we start, does anybody got any questions about anything? Any questions? If you got any questions, just raise your hand, say Salakia, and we'll get to you. All right. So You got any questions? Even during the hey, so much pray, brother. Even during the class, you got any questions during the class? Just hey, or you want to make a comment? Raise your hand, Sister Laki, make your comment. All right, go ahead. Verse 1.
Quran 28:1 in the English. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Right now, this is the bedrock. These are the bedrock scriptures of brothers bringing this truth out. Everyone should actually listen to Deuteronomy 28 and start in this verse, because you can figure out a lot of things going to be in the scriptures. These parts. It's a lot of things going to be bringing forth. At the beginning, it said, "This shall come to pass." Shall come to pass. I mean, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's not. It may happen. He's thinking about it. No, it's going to happen. That's what it shall come to pass. So it shall come to pass that you would hearken diligently. There's things that we got to do. We got to listen diligently to the Lord. Right. So when people say the Lord has spoke to me, even if you never hear a word from God, because most of us will never hear God. We'll never hear a word from God directly. This is Moses. He's been given, charge over all of Israel. Right. And he's sitting here telling them, this is what's going on. I got it from the Most High God. He's going to read out things to us. We'll never have that. Most of us will never have that experience to hear from God. But when you have these scriptures, you heard from God. Right. A lot of y'all hear brothers in the streets where you heard the word of God. When you have a brother in the school or telling you things, it's from the word of God, because we're getting it from these scriptures. Right. So you're going to hear these things. Go ahead, brother.
Oh, so I got one if I may. Mm-hmm. That first verse where it says, "And it shall come to pass."
Right.
That sounds like something you would hear today.
Right.
When you turn on the television and the people are advertising for horoscopes.
You're right.
They're gonna tell you this gonna happen in your life.
Right.
And the third.
Mm-hmm.
The Most High had a direct connection with Moses to give us what's gonna happen to us, so we didn't have to listen to the soothsayers and those astronomers. The Most High already gave us through Moses what he's going to do to us if we listen, and what he's going to do if we don't listen.
And this is what we're going to find out. Now, you're right. This is what we're going to find out as we read through these verses, man, and pay very close attention to these things, what he's saying, because you're going to hear the voice of God today. If you never heard the voice of God today in your life, you're going to hear him today. If there's ever a doubt, you're going to hear what the Lord's saying today. All right, keep going. Verse 2. Go ahead, bro.
The key with the if.
Mm-hmm.
The if. Understand? You remember from last week when we talked, we did Sabbath service, we showed you, according to the scriptures, how essentially this is a contract with the Most High. It's not because the Most High loved you and such. Understand? It's because the Most High chose you, and he says, "I'm going to do this for you. You do this for me." You understand? You're going to see throughout these scriptures how the Most High wants you to be blessed. Understand? He wants you to prosper, but it is on his accord. It is because of this. Because you're going to follow after what he told you to do. Okay, it's not because he's so in love with you. It's none of that. It's because you are doing what he said for you to do.
That's right.
That's all to it.
Right. Read that scripture over again.
Okay. Deuteronomy 28:1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments.
To do what?
To do all his commandments.
To do all his commandments. Not some of them, but all his commandments. There are over 600 something commandments. You must do all of them. Some don't pertain to you. Some will pertain to you. But the ones that pertain to you, do them. Right. It's like, sister, you have something, your hand up?
Marcus B online had asked when they say they hear from the Lord, is it really the deceiver talking to them?
When sister, what was the name? What's his name again?
Marcus B.
Modest B. When people say they hear from the Lord, it's because they want to do the things they really want to do. The Lord told me to do this. The Lord told me to do that. If you really want to know what the Lord is saying, bring what the Lord has told you to the priests and prophets of the Lord. Right. Bring it to us and let us hear what the Lord is telling you, and we'll confirm to you if it's of the Lord or not. Because if it's of the Lord, it's in these scriptures. So I'm not going to tell you he didn't speak to you or he didn't. But 9 times out of 10, there's always the things in your head you want to do. The Lord told me to leave you. The Lord does not go against his book. He does not go against his word. Right. So if you want to know if it's really from the Lord, contact your school near you, contact the priest and officer in the school, and let it be known what he said to you. And then we can go from there. There's an example in these scriptures who's done that. Does anybody remember what happened? Or what sister done that? Go ahead, sis.
Deborah told Barak.
That's right. That's right. Give her a hand. Give her a hand. That's Sister Deborah. Y'all know it's Deborah. She had, the Lord spoke to her. And she went to Barak and said, look, this is what thus said the Lord. Barak, she told him, Barak listened to her and said, you know what? That is of the Lord. And the mission was further. And he took that sister because the Lord was with her. So if you have any doubt, definitely call us, talk to these brothers, let me know what you heard, and we'll let you know if it's from the Lord, because we're going to go into these scriptures and find out if it's of the Lord or not. If it ain't in these scriptures, that's of yourself or the demon inside of you wanting to do what it really wants to do. I hope that answers your question, sister. If it doesn't, let me know. Go ahead, brother.
Salaki, what you just brought out is so heavy, and people in the world love to use that God told me this, God told me that.
Oh, yeah.
Just for their own lust, their own lustful gain.
Right.
And that's dangerous, because when you start operating in your flesh, you're not just putting you're not just putting yourself in danger.
That's right.
You're putting the whole nation in danger. You know, just like that brother that took from the nation he wasn't supposed to.
That's right.
And then start dying.
That's right.
When you start doing things of yourself, you put everyone in danger.
That's right. Clap it up. Nah, that's right. So you got to be careful. You got to be careful when you're saying hear things from the Lord, man. You better make sure, damn sure, it came from the Lord. And the only way you do that is call these brothers and just run it by him, man. Run it by him. And we'll let you know if it's of the Lord or not. But these scriptures are of the Lord.
That's right.
Go ahead, bro.
Slaki, you know, the Christian church is very good at that.
Oh, yeah.
They're very big on that. Oh, the Lord told me to tell you. Like, really?
That's right. So we're going to keep going. But the scripture said to observe, to do and observe all the commandments which the Lord gave you. The Lord gave us laws, statutes, commandments that we must follow. There's no different than your household. There's no different from living in the United States. You have rules that you must follow. No one's above those rules. If you do, there's a punishment. The Lord is the same way. The United States and all over the world, they get their rules and regulations from the Most High God. The Lord was the first to put rules and regulations on us, commandments, and we must follow them. A lot of people think it's the other way around. No, we get it from the Lord.
That's right.
So the Lord has his own rules. And to be a nation, you have to have rules and regulations. You can't have people running around doing what the hell they want to do. And that's what you find in the Christian church. And that's what you find in America. Laws change. Depends on how they feel.
Right.
This week, being, I don't want to get this week. If you
Alphabet group.
Yeah, if you're the alphabet group, it's okay. Next week is not okay. Everything changes. That's right. If you're alphabetical, it all changes. Before it was like, you know what? The Lord said no. Now they changed it. Now the church is going to say, well, we're letting the alphabet community come in. That is an abomination.
Right.
Don't compromise nothing the Lord told you to do. So what if you get beat for it, killed for it, you get shamed for it? So what? Let the Lord bless you. And the Lord may not bless you, but you're dying for whatever the Lord is. You're going through whatever you go through because of the Lord. That's a blessing within itself. Because Christ did it. Christ died for you. And he wasn't seeking no reward. He just followed his orders.
Right.
So we got to follow orders. And don't be afraid to have things come upon you because of what you follow. So what, you rock the shield of David? Rock it. Right. So what, you got your fringes on it? That's right. Wear your fringes. Don't be afraid, because I'm telling you, Esau's not afraid to do what they do.
That's right.
Those alphabet groups, they are not ashamed to rock their rainbow. They're not afraid to rock their makeup and mustache. I mean, this is hideous what they doing, man. I mean, I'm watching this show. What's that show you watching? Homecoming, and they got this alphabet dude on there who, he's just hideous. I can't even explain. He's just hideous. Go ahead, sis.
I work at the airport.
Mm-hmm. I know you see stuff.
He looked like a dude, but he's wearing micro braids and beads in his head.
And they're not ashamed.
And then, he got to pat me down. So like, yeah.
Pat me down.
Yeah.
See, that's some bull. Oh, I couldn't do it. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
I got precept to the point that you yourself and also just made.
Right.
Matthew 24, beginning with verse 4, and Yahanna answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you.
Right.
Verse 5, for many shall come in my name, saying I am Christ, and shall deceive many. Man,
that's what's happening right now. Many people are coming in saying, the Lord told me this, the Lord told me that. And they are deceiving us. Right. You tell me something the Lord say I can find in these scriptures. Anything you tell me what the Lord is telling you, I can find in these scriptures. Anything. There's nothing in this Bible besides, certain words ain't going to be in here, but the whole concept is going to be in the Bible, man. The way I've learned this Bible and the way the commander general broke this thing down, there's no problem that we go through that is not broken down in these scriptures. Not one. It's not a problem that you got. The Lord ain't already seen it and say, you know what? I know my people. I know they're going to go through this problem. They're going to go through that problem. So write this down. Because he knows us. Just like you know your child. The Lord knows his people. He knows everything. He knows what we're going to do. We know we're going to be against each other. He knows all these things. And he wrote it in the scripture. And if we just followed it, came back to them laws, statutes, commandments, we'll be a better world. It'll be a better place. And that's what you're going to see when the kingdom comes back. A better place. Because we will run it righteously. You understand? We're going to keep going. Keep going. Verse 2.
Okay. Verse 2. And all these blessings.
All the what?
All these blessings.
No, we all love blessings, don't we? All love blessings. And the Lord's telling you to get all these blessings. This is what you're going to have to do. Go ahead.
Shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. Verse 3.
And he's saying this is all the blessing that I will give you if you just listen to what I'm telling you. If you just follow the daggone statutes and commandments that I give you. If you just do the simple things, this is your blessings become all these blessings I will bring towards you. Now we all love blessings. We all love it. So if you want a blessing from the Most High God, then this is what I suggest you do. Keep reading.
Okay. Verse 3. Blessed shalt thou be in the city, and blessed shalt thou be in the field.
And Lord knows we're not blessed in the city. You ain't blessed in the fields. We got brothers and sisters dying in the streets. We got, we work 24 hours a day, damn near, and the funds that we get is barely enough to cover our daggone mortgage.
Right, that's right.
We're not blessed at all in those areas. Right. But these areas you could be blessed in. You can be blessed in the city. You can be blessed in the fields. Right now, we got our sharecroppers. No one talks about. We got our brothers and sisters that's inside the farms is just suffering. Right. They are suffering, man, because Esau is taking over their farms and not giving them things they need to bring in crops. And they are suffering to this day because they just can't get ahead. We're suffering because we just can't get it. It seems like as soon as you get ahead in the world, something knocks you right back down. Right. As soon as you get that promotion and you're going to bring in things from the family, something knocks you right back down. Or they move the goalposts, or they change laws to knock you right back down. It seems like every time. Go ahead, brother.
Salaki, what you just said is so heavy. And we in 2023.
Yep.
And to hear the notion that we still have sharecroppers in this day and age is really an abomination to the Most High himself. Slavery ended in the 1860s. 10 years after that, we had treasure cities. 10 years after that, we had universities and colleges. Amongst ourselves.
That's right.
So for a brother or sister to be still sharecropping in this day and age tells you the time that we're in, tells you the people who we deal with, and also lets you know that this Bible is 100% real. So
it's real. Don't know you bring it up. It's definitely real.
So like, if I could, for those of you who heard this scripture, this should sound familiar to many.
I know it does.
Blessed shall you be in the city, blessed shall you be in the field. Does it sound familiar to any of y'all?
It's a lot.
It should. Sing it. If anything, maybe you should sing it faster.
Oh, sing that song.
Sing it faster.
What's the name?
Just say you're blessed in the city.
You want me to put a little ring to it?
You're blessed in the field. You see exactly. You see that? You see that? Exactly. There it is. It was there the whole time. But guess what? They skipped over the first part. They skipped over the first part. It was there. All the church focused on was just being blessed.
And they love saying that.
That's all they focused on. But the first part told you that, yes, you can be blessed.
If you what?
Hearken. But you have to do this first.
Right.
You have to do this first. This is what we're talking. This is why we keep coming against the Christian church and all their gospel songs. Because it's only about prosperity. It's not about putting in the work to be prosperous. It's not about the work for you to be blessed by the Most High.
That's right.
It's all about just being there. That's all it's about. Talk to me.
Salaki, the church and Disney have something in common. They sell you dreams. They give you this fantasy of you can do this, you can achieve this, you can have that. But in actuality, when you go out into the real world, when you leave the movie theater, when you leave AMC, when you leave the church, and you go back into reality, you understand that you're not blessed in the city.
You're not blessed.
You understand that you're not blessed in the country. You understand that you're at the bottom of everything.
Right.
So when you listen to those soothsayers and those fake prophets of Disney tell you these things, the magical, wonderful life that you can have if you do this, that, and the third,
right?
You're selling yourself short. Because even in the 90s, The rap music changed around, but they will still give you the document. They'll give you the commentary of saying, if you sell this drug, you are going to jail. The Christian church don't give you the consequence of your actions. They just tell you, you can go out there and be a homosexual. You can be a wet homosexual. Don't worry about it. God loves everybody. But that same wet homosexual is going to come back with that wet AIDS.
You know why that is, brother? Because they feel like they don't have to do no work.
Go.
If you look at every, and I don't say we're religion, but just for you, just for you to understand what I'm talking about. Every religion, you have to work. If you're a Muslim, you got to say your prayers 100 times a day. If you Buddha, you got to go there and kill certain things, whatever you got to do. There's work to be done in every daggone religion. But guess what? There's work to be done in this truth.
That's right.
You just can't just sit there and just pray to the Lord and just say, okay, there's things you got to do. You got to do things. And Christians right now, and people who follow their own world to say, they're not Christian and they just believe in what's the whole thing? They're woke people. They're woke now. And they just feel like they won with the earth and they won with everything. You got to work. There's work to be done. You have to do work. What job is going to give you a blessing, money, and you don't work?
That's right.
Everything in life that you have to work for. Your children, you got to put in work to make them do right. You have to put work somewhere to get out of what you put in. The Lord said you reap what you sow. That's not a cliche. You reap what you sow. So that means you have to, when you work, you're going to get the benefits of what you're working for. So the Lord is saying, if you hearken diligently to my voice and you follow my law, statutes, commandments, there is a blessing I'm going to give you. There's going to be a blessing that's going to be bestowed upon you. But you have to do these things. There's no way in the world you're going to sit there and do some work or don't do work and just get all blessings. That's just crazy. Come out of that mental state. Come out of those ignorant ideas that your Christian pastor or your mothers, your father, your grandmothers put aside. All you have to do is just pray. Pray is a little bit of it. If you could, you can close that door right there. If you could, bro. You close that door. Praying is a little bit of it. And I'm not saying you ain't supposed to pray. Pray. But if you actually do what the Lord tells you to do, it will leave your praying. Because the Lord already sees what you need. He sees what you want. So he's following you. So the Lord, if the Lord already, Christian people always say, the Lord know what you need. He may not be there time, he be right on time. Well, if you're actually hearkening to his voice and you're doing the laws, statutes, commandments, it alleviates a lot of praying because the Lord already knows what you want, but he's also going to say, give me the report from the sister. Give me the report. Y'all remember Jacob's ladder? Angels up and down. That's why the Lord knows what you're doing everywhere. What you're doing, he knows because you're being reported. The angels are reporting what you're doing every day.
That's right.
Runs back up. And he sees that this sister or this brother ain't doing what he's supposed to do. Now, we always say the Lord is a mediator between us, right? Christ is a mediator. So if he's like a lawyer, he's a mediator. He has to advocate for you. Give him something to advocate for. If you're not doing anything the Lord is telling you, how is Christ going to advocate for you? You're going to stand in front of him and say, look, my son needs your help. Right. God is going to say, Yahanna is going to say, what has he done? Has he followed my commandments? How shall I going to say, no. Okay. Is he not eating? What does his diet look like? He's eating shrimp and lobster. Did he stop eating shrimp, pork, and lobster? No. The hell with him. He ain't doing anything. Whatever punishment see fit to fit is going to fit him because he did not hearken into the voice of the Lord. So that alleviates a lot of things. If you just do unto the Lord what he actually told you to do, alleviates everything. Now give the Lord something to argue for. Now your son sit here in the hospital bed and he needs a daggone heart or pancreas or whatever the case may be. Now he's asking you, has this son followed my commandments? Your house I can look at it and say, Khan out of one Khan. Is he eating shrimp, pork, and lobster? According to this report, sir. Is he at the Sabbath service? Khan, sir. Bless him. Get him out that hospital bed. Fix his problem. Fix his issue because he's done what I told him to do. But if all those questions that we ask is how shall I can look at God and say, he's done none of it. She's done none of it. You give the Lord nothing to work with. Now, whatever you got the punishment is fit for you because you deserve everything that you're going to get. So don't fall in that realm. Listen to the Most High God. Hearken to his voice and do what he asked you to do. It ain't that difficult. How difficult is it not to kill your brother and sister? How difficult is it not to look at your brother's wife and want to be with her? How difficult is that not to do these things? How difficult is it to you have a problem, a beef with that brother or that sister, to go to that brother and sister and say, look, man, I have a problem with this. And y'all work it out amongst yourselves. It makes Israel, the nation, a lot better. Right. It makes God look down on us and say, man, as a nation, they're going to rise. But if you can't do it as a nation, do it as individuals.
That's right.
Follow it. God, the Lord gonna bless you individually. But he wants to bless all of us collectively together so we all can rise. You understand? Go ahead, brother.
So lock out what you just said is so heavy. The Most High blessed Jacob. Let's go back a little further. He blessed Adam. He blessed Abraham. He blessed Isaac. He blessed Jacob. And he gave us the laws, statutes, and commandments. That's a blessing within itself.
It's a blessing, that's right.
Now, when we act as an individual, that's selfish. That's entirely selfish. Especially when you look at Abraham and Isaac's story.
That's right.
Abraham took a selfish. He could have took a selfish way
right.
out, but he did a selfless act by almost killing his son for a sacrifice. That is called selflessness.
How many of y'all want to do that? Take your sons and daughters up and kill them. I know you want to do it because they being bad, you know. But how you want to? Do you really want to? Y'all ought to see the hands been raised up out of this whole class. Everybody, I want to kill my kids. But I mean, actually, the Lord said, take a knife and put it to your kid's neck and kill him for me. Not any of us want to do that. But like the brother was saying, that's a selfless act. And most people look at that as, oh, the Lord he's just crazy. He's deranged. No, man. The Lord wants to know if you're listening to him. Right. If you're hearkening to him. Are you willing? The Lord said, I'm a jealous guy. He already told you I'm jealous. So why wouldn't he? Because the Lord knows I can kill that kid and raise you back up another one. You understand?
Right.
Officer, you want to finish your point? Go ahead.
The thing I was saying is, what you were saying is heavy because when you look at life today in America, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are some selfish creatures. Yeah. We all think about ourselves. Yeah. Before we came into the truth, we always thought about ourselves. That's right. But coming into the truth, we know now that it's not about our situation, it's about the whole, it's about the nation's situation. That's right. So I give you an example. A brother called me and said, y'all, I need you to do this, that, and third. No sweat. It'll be there for you. We have to think like that. We have to take the selfishness out of our lives. That's right. And do what the Most High asked us, and that's to love one another in brotherhood. And loving the Most High in brotherhood as well. Because when you do those things, you're going to keep the law anyway.
And that's how you become blessed in the cities. That's right. And you become blessed in the field. We're going to bring it right back to that because we can go all day. I know we can. That's how you be blessed in the city, blessed in the fields, man. When you do those types of things, them selflessness act that you're talking about, that's how you become blessed in the city and the field. So keep going, brother.
Okay. Verse 4. Blessed shall he, thy body, and the fruit of thy ground, and the fruit of thy cattle, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep.
Now we're talking about, back in the day, like I said, we was sheep herders. That's what we did. We grew crops and we did food back. We sheared animals back then. And so it's taking it back that, but bringing that into the day's time, when it says be bless the fruit of the body, that means it'll give you that time to get up, to go to work, to be well able in your body and in your mind, to go out there to do whatever job that you ever slave that you have to do. The Lord will bless you in your body to go out there and do that. You understand? A lot of us think we overlook that. We get up in the morning and we take off to go to work, not knowing that you could have came up with your body being afflicted. You could have had a back issue, a problem. Your voice could go out. Anything can happen to where you can't do the job that you've been blessed to do to provide for your family. That's right. You understand? And it says you be blessed with cattle and field. That's telling you in your job. The Lord gives you certain jobs to be blessed in. Right. Your hands, a lot of our brothers are carpenters. Lord bless your hand to go out there and create the woodwork. Some of our sisters over here, you do candles. She come and she mold those candles together to be blessed in those things. You understand? All right, brother? The punch people.
Yeah, like David said.
This brother here. You gotta excuse this brother. He's right. But this brother is Shamar. That's all he want to do is fight. The Lord will bless you with his hands.
The fruit of thy hands, sir. The fruit of thy body, sir.
but actually snap it up. He's right though. Leave it up. Obviously y'all wrong. The fight, yeah. You gotta go bless you to fight too, brother. Go ahead, brother.
But you gotta look at it. You got a point. You
got a point.
You gotta look at all the heavyweights.
That's right.
Heavyweights.
I mean, I ain't disputing the brother. He's right. Keep going. Verse 5.
Verse 5. Blessed shall be thy basket and thy store.
Blessed to be thy basket and thy store. Keep going. Verse 6.
Verse 6. Blessed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and blessed shalt thou be when thou goest out.
Keep going.
Verse 7, last verse. The Lord shall cause thine enemies.
Thy who?
Thine enemies.
That's the problem with that. For real, you don't know who your enemies are. You think the enemies are each other. You think your enemies are Black, Hispanic, Native Indians. You think that you're a Puerto Rican, that the Dominicans is your enemy. Right. You think that you're a Haitian, that the Dominicans is your enemy. The Mexicans is not your enemies, the Black man. They're not your enemy. Those are your brothers.
That's right.
These are your brothers, your family. Hispanics, the Blacks, the Native Indians, these are your brothers and sisters. Those are not your enemies. So you first of all, you got to find out who your enemies are. And the Lord tells you who the enemies are in Deuteronomy 28. And we'll get into that. But you got to know first who's your enemy. And just know that these people that sit next amongst you here, they're not your enemies. They're not your enemies. Your enemies, I'm just going to give you a couple of hints. Your enemies are the ones who wants to take away Cash App and put in Fed App or whatever that new thing is to change your money.
Right.
Your enemies is the one who said, you know what, don't worry about, what you're doing. You can do whatever you want to do. You want to be an ABC, QFG, you can do that with no consequences. Those are your enemies. That's going against the Lord's scriptures. Anyone who goes against the Lord's scriptures is your enemy. You understand? Those are your enemies. But if they are Black, Hispanic, Native Indian going against you in the scriptures, you get them right. You get them right. They're still your brothers and sisters falling off, going the wrong way. You get them right. But if they don't want to come right with you, they can pretty much be your enemies. But those are not the ones you fight. We love our brothers and sisters. We say we're with the I.S.U.P.K, and we're not affiliated with any other group. We're not affiliated with them. And what that means is that we're not affiliated with their doctrines that they got. We're not affiliated with what they're going through. But those are our brothers. That's right. Those are our sisters. And we love them brothers and sisters. Right. Though be it they're doing something else. But those are our brothers and sisters. And every year we offer them, come to the Passover. Come to the Passover with us. Right. You're welcome to come back to the school. Right. But they don't want to do it. And that's all will of God, because the Lord is going to separate all else things. Right. But I just want to be clear. Those other groups are our brothers and they are our sisters. Right. I hear a lot of, y'all camp banging, you're banging on it. We're not camp banging. But we stand for what's right. That's right. If it's right, it's right. And we follow what's right. Why is it so wrong for me to try to get my brother to open his eyes, to come to the right thing? Right. Why can't I get my sister to say, you know what? That's not right to leave your husband, sister. You got to stay with him because of the scriptures. That's teaching them that. Why is it not right to tell the brother, you can't go out there and date whoever you want to date. You better stick with Black, Hispanics, Native Indians. Your oppressors, you can't date them. That African sister, you can't date them. Right. That Filipino, you can't date them. Date your own people. Right. It's right for us to do that. So it's not camp banging, it's truth banging. We're going to tell you the truth no matter what. You understand? Go ahead, brother.
What you just pointed out is important because even the Christian church say that we bash them. Mm-hmm. We're not bashing the Christian church. That's right. The people in the church, it's that doctrine that, that's set forth. That's right. We don't hate Dr. King. That's right. We just bash the doctrine that he pulls out. That's right. That integration is better than segregation. We bash that because the Most High is against that. That's right. We come up against those things that are against the Most High. Damn right. And our enemies, our open enemy, the oppressor, the pale-faced four-tongued devil that Geronimo found. That's right. Him, he has set up on the earth a way for us to destroy one another. That's right. By the programming that he puts out in the media. And the way to subterfuge that is getting in this truth. Come into 1 West 125th Street Hall in New York. That's right. 3353 Glenwood Road. That's right. That's right. Come to the I.S.U.P.K so you can understand the truth of the Bible and what God is truly saying. Because what you think God is saying, and people at home in Google Land and Facebook world, wherever you at, what you think God is saying is nowhere near the truth. We gotta say that's right. The truth is right here where Commander General Yahanna has laid it out for the past 40 plus years. Damn right. Since 1969, 50 some odd years now. So if we come together in truth and in righteousness, our enemies are gonna fall based on what the Most High said he'll do. Hey, clap it for that brother, man. That brother there, he teaches the making camp. You understand? So he used to be on this side. he used to be on this side teaching them brothers, man. And what he's saying is absolutely right when he put that. So it's always good to hear from that brother speak on some things that he speak on, because he speak with passion, man. Right. He speak with passion. Right. And that's what we all got to speak with passion. So first of all, you got to know who your enemies. And I just wanted to clear that up. And he brought it even further. Christian pastor, because I know a lot y'all here is banging on the Christian pastor. You talk a lot about the Christian pastor. But we have to. We got to stay on top of their necks and their head, because those people keep our brothers and sisters in the cloud, keep them in the fantasy land, keep them docile. They keep them doing all the wrong things. So it's up to us to bring this word that the Lord has given us, to bring it back to our people.
So no matter where you at, we love our people. You Black, Hispanic, Native Indian, no matter what you're in, we love y'all anyway. You understand? Keep going.
Right. Verse 7, last verse. The Lord shall cause thine enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face.
The Lord said he'll cause your enemies who rise up against you to be smitten in front of your face. That's how much the Lord loves us, man. He'll cause your enemies to rise up against you, and he will take them out without a doubt. Without him thinking, if you follow and do exactly what he tell you to do. There's whole truth to that, man. When all else fails, you have nothing to do. Understand what you know and stand on what you know about the Lord. Stand on what these men of I.S.U.P.K has been telling you. If you know anything else, stay with that. And use just the little thing that you stay with, the Lord will cause your biggest enemy on that job to come. He'll make him fall. You ever get stopped by a police officer, scared to death? That's most Black people. Afraid. Cop pull you over and you looking, damn, what we gonna do? He will cause him to come to you. Hey, how you doing? To be mellow. Because the Lord knows that's my child. Right. Any of us who has family, have kids, and if you don't have kids, you got nephews and nieces that you love to death, that you consider them your own because you're always with them, because your sister, your brother ain't doing nothing with them, so you got to be with them. If you have children, you know how you treat your child. You know how they get in trouble, and when they see you, their face just light up because they know my mother, my father, my aunt is there to help you. Well, the Lord is the same way. The Lord sees that you're asking for him. He sees that you're in trouble. And he's going to look and see if you've been keeping his laws, statutes, commandments, and he's going to go to bat for you. That's the Father to have. And that's what you want on your side. He will cause your enemies to bow down to you. Just listen to what he's telling you to do. You understand? Keep reading.
Okay. They shall come out against thee one way and flee before thee 7 ways.
They're going to come in and think, oh, yeah, we got me. Oh, we're going to racial profile. We got one. We got one. We're going to get him for dope. We're going to get him for everything. We're going to put all of it. He pulls you over. He sees that dawada that you got hanging. And he's going to think another thing. He's going to be like, whoa, wait a minute. This is something else. This ain't a normal system pull up. He's going to see your head wraps. He's going to see his brother in their war scarves. He's going to come in one way. He's going to leave saying, damn, yeah, I mean, I really believe what y'all talking about. I mean, I believe that stuff. I mean, you guys really are the true word of God. I see that. I see you on TV. You're nothing what we say. You're nothing what? You're nothing like what they say you are. You guys really believe in that Bible. Now, I don't agree with everything you're saying, but I know you guys are right. You know why? Because I heard that before. Hey, you're Jewish? No, I'm a Jew. As I talked to this man, as I talked to this devil and talked to him, that devil came and told me, you know what? I believe you guys are right. Because I don't believe in everything y'all do, but you guys stand for something, and you guys are right. And he told me, well, devil to say that, I expected him to say that anyway, because we are right. But he had different intentions. That's what the scripture's saying. They're going to come in one way, but they're going to leave out many different ways, man. They thought they had you, but they never had you because you obeyed the voice of the Most High God. That's right. All right? You know what I'm saying? Most High in Christ. We're going to read another second chapter? What you want to do? It's on you, buddy. I mean, I could be here. What you want to do? What y'all want to do? Y'all want some more blessings? Y'all want some more blessings? We're going to read 7 more. We're going to read 7 more scriptures. Go ahead. Keep reading. Verse 8.
Verse 8. The Lord shall command the blessing upon thee in thy storehouses, and in all that thou settest thine hand unto. And he shall bless thee in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee.
There's a land that God gives you, and in that land you will be blessed. You'll bless your hands, like the brother was saying. You're going to bless your hands to war. You're going to fight. And that's how we got that land. We got that land not by praying to God. We got that land not by just, oh Lord, catching the Holy Ghost. Right. We got that land by what Officer Yahanna said, fight. Israel has been a nation of fighters. That's what we do. We fight. We not only fight standing up, swinging these fists, we fight spiritually. We fight those spiritual battles. And Lord said we be blessed in that land that you come into. We be blessed. Your hands, those woodworkers, those sisters are medullas, get me right. Adula. Adula. Dula Magada. Dula. Salagi. Them sisters who are doulas that get those other sisters who never had babies to act as I want to get it right because she'll kill me. But they're not midwives, but I'm giving the people in the audience understand what we're talking about. A doula and the midwife work close hand in hand, right? So there we go. So when our sisters have babies, it's these sisters that come in with the work of their hand to coach those sisters through first-time births or difficult births. We need them. Had a brother come to my house the other day. I've been in a battle with squirrels, nigga. I've been in a battle with squirrels in my house. He came through, passed up the hole in there. He knows what to do with his hands. These are the things that all Israel got to help each other out. We got a brother who's out right now helping another brother whose tire got messed up. You know, bent rims. We got, this is what the Lord is going to bless your hands in the land that we're in. But we just got to hearken. We don't need the enemy to come in and do the things for us. We can do it ourselves. You just got to come one with these scriptures and you'll get it. This land, this particular land ain't ours. We're just operating in this daggone land. We're surviving in this world. If you can see, we're doing a horrible job. We're losing because a lot of brothers and sisters ain't fighting in the spirit. A lot of people are assimilating to other people, following other doctrines and things like that. So it seems like we're losing this battle in this land. But yet the Lord has a little establishment that shows that we're winning. Because if you look into the peephole of I.S.U.P.K, we're winning. Our Passovers are glorious. Our Passover are bigger and bigger. Clap it up. Our schools are getting more. We're getting more schools. We're gonna be in the UK in June. In October, we're gonna be in the UK. Our brothers and sisters over UK. We're going for the UK for the Feast of Tabernacles. Brothers and sisters going over there. So we're growing in that aspect. You look and see all these little children being born to this truth. So we're growing. So in that little peephole in this land that's not ours, we're growing vastly. And I see brothers coming into school. That brother, one brother coming in today. So the schools are growing and we're growing in this land because we all hearken. A little that we do know, we're doing. You understand? Go ahead, brother.
Salak, the one you said, you were talking about how glorious the Passover was.
Yes.
Glorious event. Just a public service announcement. We're on a mission to bring the Passover to Atlanta.
Woo! Clap it up.
Where 2 or 3 are touching and agreeing, we can have a Passover right here.
Forgive him, Father. He does not know what he speak of. He does not know what he speak of. Lord, forgive him. This brother's advocating for the Passover to be in Atlanta. Look here, man. Look, I feel your spirit, but it's a lot. If our sisters and brothers be ready for that work. Passover is a lot of work to be done, but we can do it, brothers and sisters. We can do it, sisters. We can do it. Well, I tell you what. Hey, I tell you what. If they come to Atlanta, bro, don't be on the popping now. But it's a lot of work to do, and we will task Officer Cassiad. We're talking to the upper people to put our name in the hat for that. So, Lord willing, if that's what y'all want, then hey, Lord willing, the pastor will be here in Atlanta soon enough. Soon enough. You understand? Keep going, brother. Keep going.
Okay. Verse 9. The Lord shall establish thee an holy people unto himself.
Who?
And holy people unto himself.
The Lord said he must establish a holy people unto himself. The Lord could have chose any other nation to be his. That's what we don't get. The Lord could have chose any other nation to be his holy people, but he didn't. The other time, I know y'all gonna be a shock to some of y'all. I know you're gonna be a shock. There was a time in my life, and maybe some of y'all can, understand this. There was a time in my life I did not want to be black. Let me be anything but black, man. I want to be, some of y'all have y'all. Shut up. I want to hear y'all mouth. Some of y'all call me Dominican, Cuban, all that. Just because I listen to a little Spanish and do a little dance, it doesn't matter. But the other time I didn't want to be black because it was the negative connotation to it, man. We were going through problems. I'm like, man, I don't want to be this black. But I thank the Most High God that he made me black because he made me part of his people. I'm a holy person. So I know some of y'all feel me. Y'all feel me with it? Y'all ain't want to be black either, did y'all? So there was a time, man, that I didn't want to be that, but the Lord said, I'm a greater people. He could have called anybody else to be his holy people. But yeah, he chose the blacks, Hispanics, Native Indian to be his holy people. So I will say, even though I didn't want to be black, I wanted to be Latin, still God's holy people. There you go. Now, still God. But thank the Most High, I'm a Judite, and I live it all the way through. Most High God. What's up, brother?
What you just said is so heavy because there's a lot of people that are not in the truth who feel that sentiment.
Yeah.
They don't want to be what they are because of the turmoil that we go through in this world.
Yeah.
And to tell the truth, you should feel honored to go through what you go through.
Damn right.
Because while the other nations are living in their kingdom of heaven,
that's right.
When our turn comes, they'll be living the way we're living,
right,
and we'll be living better than they ever could imagine.
That's right. Whatever you imagine right now, the Lord, the technologies you see right now, the Lord has far better technology than this. Far better technology than this. So I'm gonna keep on going with it. Keep going, bro. We're gonna keep finishing on that. Keep going.
As he has sworn unto thee, if thou shalt keep the commandments of the Lord thy God and walk in his ways.
This is one of the things the Lord keeps us straight. Because the Lord said, no matter what we do, the Lord never goes back on his promises. He said, look, because of your forefathers, nigga, because of your forefathers, I told them, I swore the land into them. I'm going to keep that promise with y'all.
Right. That's right.
I'm going to keep it with y'all. You think the Lord loves you because you did something great? Hell no. The Lord don't love me because I'm a cause. He loved us because he promised us back in the day. He promised Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, I'm going to do this. And the Lord never fell back on his promise. He's still going to do his promise, no matter what we see it as, because the Lord loves his people. And he gave an oath and a promise that he's going to do this. So we have to do a promise. We swore back then that we're going to follow you, Lord. We're going to follow your laws, statutes, commandments. We're going to do this. And we failed. Right. We disobeyed. We went back on our word. And now we wonder why things happen to us. We wonder why we live under our oppressor. We wonder why all the things that we touch goes completely wrong. It's because we made a promise to the Lord and we didn't keep it. I know some of us saying, well, I kept it. There's not a Negro in here that didn't celebrate their birthday. Not one. There's not a Negro in here that didn't go Christmas, Thanksgiving, all that stuff. We all did it.
That's right.
We all went against the Most High God.
Right.
We all should have been killed right then and there.
That's right.
But he didn't. He said, no, because I promised, because I promised your forefather, I'll take care of y'all and I'll give you the land of the promise. I'm going to let that one slide. I'm going to give you a chance to get it right. Some of us, he didn't give a chance to get it right. Some of us, these kids are right on the spot. But even when the kids are on the spot, he did give you a chance. Right. In your lifestyle, Lord always give you a chance to get it right. And we upset because he killed one of our loved ones is because, hey, they didn't hearken. This is what it is. They didn't hearken. So don't forget, the Lord loves you enough, and he believed who you were and your forefathers. He loved you enough that he said, I'm going to keep my promise. And the Lord don't go back on his promises at all. We do that. We go back on each other's promise, but the Lord would never go back on his promise. Right. So people think, oh, the Old Testament, that's this thrown out the window. It ain't just Old Testament. The Lord still stands true to what he said. So you're telling me what the Lord said, it still reigns true to this day. Well, guess where you get it from? You got it from the Old Testament. So the Lord is, back in that time can still believe in what he says. You still believe the Lord said, oh, the Lord going to take care of us. So if you believe that, how come you can't believe in all the laws, statutes, commandments he told you to do? Right. He told you to do that. That was back in the day too. Everybody would say, oh, that's the Old Testament. Everything that was said is back in the Old Testament, in the New Testament. Everything was said was old. So here we are now. Tell you the same thing in the Old Testament and New Testament. Do it. If the Lord in the Old Testament kept his promise and the New Testament, you keep yours. Once you understand what this truth means, come back to your people and keep your promise that you made to the Lord. Because to believe it or not, you made that promise to him. You are your forefathers. You made that promise to him. So now it's time to come up on that promise and make right. That's right. So to water to you brothers and sisters in the school and this truth and these brothers, these men and women up here, you kept that promise. And you're going to keep it going. Keep going, man.
Oh God, verse 10. And all people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of the Lord, and they shall be afraid of thee.
Don't y'all want that? Don't y'all want to walk down the street and brother? Oh shit, that's some Hebrews right there. Better leave them brothers alone. Right. They're going to be afraid of us. In the spirit, they're afraid of us anyway. That's right. But when you start with me, I've been with brothers. We go places. They don't even know who we are. Now, if some of you sisters been attested to this, we walk down the block, niggas are moving. We go through some of the thugged out neighborhoods. Ain't saying we better than anybody. We just got the power of the Lord on us. And we walk through these neighborhoods, brothers, these hardcore members are like, hey, what's up, brother? What's going on with you? Yeah, I like what y'all doing. We moving through the depths of Mexico, with the barrios of Mexico, where you got the guerrillas, the cartel, the drug cartel. We moving through them, and these brothers are saying, these Mexican cartels are telling us, let me show you the way to get to where you got to go. They're supposed to kill them brothers that was going through there. The Mexican cartel was supposed to kill us. But we was trying to go and feed our brothers over there in Mexico. When your oppressor wouldn't let us go through. We had to go around. We had to go around. And who's going around? They'll tell us, man, the drug cartel over there. The Mexican guerrillas are over there. These are stone cold killers. And what do they end up doing? Let me show y'all how to get there. They bowed down. I ain't saying bow down in the sense they humble themselves. Like, you know what? Let me show these people where to go. Why? It ain't nothing we did because the power of the Lord was on us. Because when you got the power of the Lord, can't nobody contend with you. Can't nobody contend with you. That's how David was able to beat Goliath.
Right.
Because the power of the Lord was with him. So ain't nothing you can't do if you go with the strength of the Most High God. Your enemies will be afraid of you. And I want that. I want them to be afraid of me because the Lord was in me. It ain't who I am, but it's who's in me. They're going to be afraid of. Let's keep rocking.
Okay.
So like I
Go ahead,
said,
bro.
if I could, you understand? This is how you say like the oppressor is afraid of us now.
Mm-hmm.
Remember how we talked about in class how the oppressor took our scriptures and uses it against us for guerrilla warfare. You understand? Like he doesn't fully understand these scriptures, but he is aware of these scriptures. You understand? So that's why whenever you understand, like whenever we want to quote unquote come together, you understand what? There's a problem with it.
That's
There's
right.
a problem with it. You understand? It, as much as demented as Black Lives Matter was, the oppressor was afraid of it. He was afraid of it. You understand? That's why he met them with police and tanks.
That's right.
You understand? That's why he did that. But now when you want to have the feminist movement, when the sisters want to say, hey, you know what? It's my right to kill my baby. It's my right. I should be able to do it. Go ahead. Have at it. Matter of fact, I'll give you a police escort.
Right.
I'll do that for you.
That's right.
You understand? But now the oppressor is afraid Blacks and Latinos are coming together, Indians are coming together, because now the Most High is going to see it. And now he's going to know that, wait a minute, they're not going to follow after what I've been trying to tell them. They're going against my program. You understand? They're going against the program. They're going against the institution that I have set for them for hundreds of years. They're trying to take my seats. You understand? The oppressor is afraid of that.
That's right.
It's afraid of that. That's why we have so many churches. That's why we have so many breakout Israelite groups. You understand? He wants us to be divided.
That's right.
Understand? But we're trying to bring blacks, Hispanics, blacks, Latinos, and then Indians to come back together under the I.S.U.P.K, under Commander Yahanna.
That's right.
You understand? Because it's the right thing to do. Because that's what Christ wants. That's what the Most High wants.
That's right. That's our name. That's the name. Because it said if fear our name. Officer, what's your name?
Yahanna.
What? Give me a whole present yourself.
Yahanna, but Yahanna, but Yashua.
Yasha'Allah is his name. That's the name of the Most High God. The name he put that Yasha'Allah on you. That's that brother's name. At the end of all of our names is Bun Yasha'Allah. Yasha'Allah. That's the name the Lord gave you. We are Israel. So no matter where you go, you got that name on you. You just got to live and know what Yasha'Allah means. You just can't know what it means. You got to walk in it. Those who stop eating shrimp, pork, and lobster, those who stop celebrating them those holidays, you know your name is Yasha'Allah. That's you. So long as you got that name on you, people are going to be afraid of you and rep your nation. This brother got his nation on his chest. I rock my nation on my chest. We all rock it on our chest because we know what power that name comes with. But what comes with great power is great responsibility. And we have a responsibility to bring our people together to bring this nation down to its knees. Because for us to rise, this nation has got to fall. It's got to fall. Keep going, brother. We'll get
Verse
through
11. And the Lord shall make thee plenteous and good, and the fruit of thy body, and in the fruit of thy cattle, and in the fruit of thy ground, and the land which the Lord sware unto thy fathers to give thee.
Keep going.
Verse 12. The Lord shall open unto thee his good treasure, the heaven, to give the rain unto thy land in this season.
The Lord wants to give you things. The Lord wants to bless you. He wants to rain down treasures upon us. Just like you want to do with your children. I want to give my kids every damn thing they want, if they deserve it.
Right.
But I want to give them everything. I don't want to want for nothing. The Lord said the same thing. I want to rain down blessings upon y'all, but y'all are not following me. These are blessings I want to give y'all. Keep going.
Okay. And to bless all the work of thine hand.
Everything you touch and do, it wants to be great.
Right.
Have you ever did something and you did something really well and then you didn't get paid as much as you thought you wanted to get for it? I've done it.
Right.
I've driven thousands of miles. This is now at the end of the week. That's all I got. Damn. You want to be blessed at the end of the day with what you do. Whatever work you do, you want to get blessed with it. The Lord said, man, whatever you do, I'll make it rain down praises upon you.
Right.
You're going to get the overflow, all the stuff the Christian church always say, without doing what you're supposed to do.
Right.
Keep going.
Okay. And thou shalt lend unto many nations.
You shall what?
Lend unto many nations.
Don't you know I cannot wait till I can be able to lend to people instead of being a daggone. I mean, going for a loan. Sorry, and then I want to go buy a house. Sorry, you don't make enough. They got so much stuff to go. Or better yet, you go and borrow something. Now your percentage is 25%.
Right.
30%.
Or Salakia says,
Jesus.
if I could, you want to turn them down because they haven't picked enough cotton.
Oh, you ain't picking enough.
Right.
These are what your other nations are doing to us, man.
Right.
They set the rules. They set the bar. They move the goalposts. They do whatever they want to do to the Yasha'Allah, to God's children, man. And the Lord sees that. He said, I don't want that. You're going to become the person they come and borrow from. I'll be happy when no person come to me and say, oh, Salakia, can I please borrow $25? I don't know. Your credit score is not great enough. What you got? It's not good enough. For $25, yeah, your credit score need to be at 950. Sorry. I want to do that. They can see how it feels.
Right.
But we don't know nothing. We don't know how this feels. We don't know how it feels to be a person to be a leader and to be a lender to everybody else. We don't know that. It's hard for us to even fathom that we can do it because we've been down so long that we don't think that we can be in that position. But the Lord said all this time, I want y'all in that position. Keep going.
And thou shalt not borrow.
We shouldn't be the borrower, man. I'm tired of borrowing shit. Go ahead, brother. Keep going.
Oh God, verse 13. And the Lord shall make thee the head and not the tail.
We all said that. I'm the head of my house, all the brothers. I'm the head of my house. We're supposed to be the head of Israel, man. We're supposed to be the head of this world. Right. But we're not. We're the actual tail, man. Which means we're the ass end of everything. All right. We're the ass end of everything. Everybody gets it first. I mean, you seen the dad going to COVID. After they figured out it was helping people, oh, now y'all black people on the back. It's gonna be hard for y'all to get it. Right. And the first time, y'all go ahead and experiment. Yeah. But after that, when things were good, it's like, nah, we ain't for y'all no more. We always the tail end of everything, man.
Right.
They get it first. Come to taxes, you the last. We get tax breaks, not us. We ain't getting it because we the tail end. Salakia, bro. You gonna say something?
No, and Salakia, read this again. This is another cliche song that the Christian church uses.
What song is this one?
This is another one that Donald Lawrence will use with his highfalutin voice and say, "Oh yes, you're going to be the." You see how they keep skipping over everything? They keep skipping over it. They're not concerned about following the laws. You know what I'm saying? Just think. A man who's alphabetical is telling you that you're going to be blessed. You're going to be the head and not the tail.
Come on, man. Yeah, hold up. You want to rephrase that? Stop. Go ahead. I'm sorry, it's like
that. Just like that.
It's just like that. It's just like that.
A man who's alphabetical is telling you that you're going to be the head and not the tail. A man who's alphabetical, he's telling you how you can be blessed. But you're
right now.
Now do you see it? Now do you see it?
For yours on TV land, Salakia.
No, we did it. We did
He the head and the tail?
He wants you to be the tail, not the head.
Right. We did a nice video. Go ahead.
Salakia. Pause first off. What you just brought out is so heavy. That guy you just talked about, he's a minister. And then they're not ministers as we are ministers. Right? They are many stars. That's what they are. They're many stars. They are stars in that Christian community.
That's right.
Because they have this big following and this, that, and the third behind them, they feel as though they can say and do whatever they want to without any repercussion. They can be the LGBTQ plus. They can be that. They can sit here and soothsay and tell you all the lies they want to just because they believe and feel that they are a star. They are someone that you should listen to and look up to. When we all know that, your Hollywood actors are not leaders. We know that the Christian pastors are not leaders. So why would we follow those who are in that footstep of being a mini star or being a Christian believer in the world? So
that's right. Sister, you said something?
I seen this TikTok video of this cat. I guess his name is Tim or something. He must be some kind of popular pastor.
Right.
He was describing Christ as a stripper.
As a stripper?
Being on the cross as a pole shot.
Get out of here.
It's like, is that the same one who essentially was questioning? He said that if he could, he would question God about God. Are you sure you wanted to do that?
Like, I don't know, but the whole thing was disgusting.
Yeah, because as a matter of fact, he wanted, if it's the same one, he talked about, he wanted options.
Yeah, right.
He wanted gender options.
He's gonna tell the Lord why you create options.
Yes.
Male, female, and them.
Wow.
Yeah, I still see that.
That's how. See, that's what I'm saying. That's how demonic Christianity is. Because Christianity is so strong and powerful that they can question Christ and God.
Damn. That goes back to what Yahanna was saying. Yahanna was saying, beware of false teachers, false preachers. Beware of that stuff. They're out there for their own fame and glory. You better beware. Go ahead, brother. We knew you did.
Hadar just said, Daniel 7:25, and he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of time.
That's it.
And what you just described, Hadar, is what Daniel was talking about right there, how the oppressor is out to change laws, change nature as the Most High sees it to be. He wants to go and do that because he wants to be exalted above the Most High.
I better beware. I better beware.
And also, if I could, how I say change the times, right? What's some of the excuses that they will say? Oh, it's 2023.
Yeah.
Just because it's another year. Just because of that. Now to say, oh well, you know what? Times have changed.
No.
Times have changed. It's okay. The women don't have to be submissive. It's okay. The men don't have to be masculine.
No. That's crazy.
It's okay. You could be alphabetical.
No.
It's okay. It's okay because it's 2000 something.
2023. Now you want to change your God? Now it's 2023. All the stuff that the Lord taught you before. Now you want to change it?
That's right. But
use what got you here. Now you want to change it?
That's right. But at the same time, Christians are the one that says that. Oh, I thank God that God is the same. He ain't never changed. He's the same as today as he was yesterday.
But yet it's 2023.
Right? That's what they say. They tell you that. He's the same today as he was yesterday. But then they'll come back and say, but it's 2020.
It's time to change. Hold up. Which one is it? They're delusional. That's all I can tell you. They're delusional. Let's go ahead and finish it out, bro. Last verse.
Wow.
Oh, keep reading. Finish off that verse. 13.
And thou shalt be above only, and thou shalt not be beneath. If that thou,
what's it? Read again.
Okay. And thou shalt be above only, and thou shalt not be beneath. If that thou hearken unto the commandments of the Lord thy God, which I command thee this day, to observe and to do them.
To observe and to do them. It's not just okay to observe and say, yeah, I know about it. You have to do it. You have to do something. Last verse.
Okay. Verse 14, last verse. And thou shalt not go aside from any of the words which I command thee this day.
You know what that means? Don't compromise.
That's right.
Don't compromise, man. What we always say? Oh, no. No excuses. No excuses. Don't compromise. Don't have no excuses. Don't let any of that stuff. Don't go aside from what the Lord has told you to do, man. You know it's right. You've seen it in the scriptures. Don't let somebody come and tell you, nah, what that really mean is, no, man, you know what we taught you. You know what's been taught. Stay with that. That's right. Don't let nobody come and dictate to you who don't put in this work, who don't come to classes, who don't know anything about you, tell you something differently. Hold true to what the commandment of Yahanna has held to. If it wasn't for the I.S.U.P.K, no one would know the Israelites. That's right. No one would know about fringes. No one would know about the truth. That's just what it is. So come back to what you know and don't throw it aside. Keep straight with what you know, man. Go ahead, bro.
So if I may right quick, and everybody got to stop looking over, he said this day. When people say, oh, that was the past, he said this day. I mean, today, right now, right here.
Mm-hmm. You finish that.
Going.
Finish that out real quick.
Okay. To the right hand or to the left, to go after other gods to serve them.
Don't change. Don't start serving, money and mammoth. Don't start serving Joe Biden. Don't start serving all these TikTok apps. These pastors who got you on these shortcuts to God. You want a shortcut to the Lord? Do this. Ain't no shortcuts to God. It's just strict hard work. And all these things that I told you, don't get confused when you're doing all these things and nothing goes your way. That's your test.
Okay.
Don't get confused. I know the Lord said, if I do this, I'll be blessed. If I do this, I do this. Yeah, you can be blessed. You are blessed if you do those things. Right. But the Lord wants to know, are you worthy of the blessing? That's right. Are you worthy of it? I know brothers out there and sisters who in the truth, like, man, I mean, we all caught hell at the Passover. Everybody caught hell at the Passover, man. But like, why did we go through this, Lord? We did what you told us to do, but now we're struggling and stressing. Yeah, because he just reminded you, we're still a nation. We're still a nation. We all got to come together and do this. Right. And you're going to struggle, but I'm going to give you a little struggle, but you come out of your struggles. Lord will get you out your struggles, man. This whole truth of what you understood. Because the Lord just want nothing but soldiers. Right. If you got to go to the Marine Corps and pass the test to be a Marine, Army, Navy SEAL, you got to take a job. You got to pass your test to do a job. Right. They want to know if you're loyal. They want to know if you have the qualifying defeats to do this job. You got to have qualifications. The Lord wants to know, is this sister qualified? Right. Is this brother qualified to come into this and teach this truth, especially you brothers? The Lord gonna put something on y'all. He wants to make sure you understand what you're doing before you come up behind this podium and start telling people what thus said the Lord. He wants to know if you're gonna live the life you're telling them. That's right. Because it's one thing I hate is a pastor or somebody to tell you something and they're not even doing it. Not even close to doing it, but they're gonna tell you what to do and they don't even live that life. Lord gonna put you brothers through tests if you want to earn your name and your rank and the position to come up here. He's gonna put you through it. Sisters, they're gonna put you through it too. Because you know what y'all want. You know y'all want to be, most women want to be a wife of a priest. Well, to uphold that priest, you gotta get on that priest program. He's doing this and you ain't doing it, he's gonna test y'all too. No one's exempt from the test. Right. No one. Even the sisters who don't want a man, they just want to be by themselves and do the work of the Lord. Great, no problem. But they're going to put you through a test too, because now you have all these brothers tell you what to do. So all this stuff is a test. The Lord wants to know who wants to be in this truth. Right. For those who don't want to be in it, going to fall out of it. And Lord be with you. Right. You're going to hit a hole, I ain't following no man. Okay, shalom. Brother go, well, I ain't got to go to camp. I got other stuff to do. Shalom. We're not going to beg you to be in this truth. The Lord's not going to beg you to be there. Right. If you don't want to be there, no problem. Just be aware of what's going to be for you. So you have an option. The Lord, when you stand in front of the Lord and He asks you, these brothers came to you, you had the opportunity. Tell me again why you didn't want it. Now you got to tell the Lord why you didn't want it. Right. Right. And Lord be with you, because He ain't taking no excuses. I told you to do this and this and that. Why didn't you do it? Right. And most of us don't forget, we're going to stand in front of the Lord. He's going to ask you the question, baby, why? Your husband ain't here for you. Your real ain't there for you. Your mother ain't there for you. Your father ain't gonna be. It's gonna be you and the Lord, and you got to answer to what the stuff that you done. You got to answer for that. You understand? Go ahead, brother.
So sir, that's one more Christian song.
Oh damn,
that's one more Christian song.
What was that? I missed out.
I'm trying to think of it.
We don't even know the Christian song anyway.
Oh yeah.
Army of the Lord.
Oh damn.
Just gotta talk it out.
So with that being said, anybody got anything to? So let's clap it up for the service anyway. Clap it up. That's all right. Anybody got any questions? Got any more questions up there? Did we ask that sister's question already? I can't see. She good. She swab with it. She say she swab or not, whatever. If not, she know the contact is 3353 Glenwood Road, on Decatur, Georgia. That's where we at. Anybody got any questions? Any comments? I like comments. Well, y'all gotta have comments, man. Come on now.
Well, Salakia, if I could.
Okay.
It's great seeing you back up here.
Oh, I'm sorry, Christ. I'm glad to be back here.
A lot of fire.
I had a lot to say.
I got
a lot to say today.
And that's glorious.
That's right, Christ.
Especially when you want to, and again, we have to compare it to the Christian church, because that is one of the biggest enemies that we have. You understand? You've seen, like, we went through 14 verses. We did one verse. It took us 20 minutes to get through.
Slack, my bad.
And that's cool. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Because we make sure to be. We don't be sure. We make sure.
That's right.
You understand? We want to be thorough with it. We want to make sure that it is very. We break it down to powder. Understand? We want to make sure it's very practical that everybody can understand this. Understand? We don't want to leave nobody in confusion. You understand? And that's what the church is going to do. The church is going to give you what 2-3 verses, 5 songs, and call it a day.
That's right.
You understand? We're not trying to do that. We will go through the verses. We're going through the lessons. We want to make sure that we teach our people. You understand? So that they can understand it as well and bring more people into the truth. You understand? Right. We're not here for numbers. You understand? We're here to get the kingdom. You understand? Get back right with the Most High.
That's right. And the dog, my right hand man, he'll come to me at the end of the show, be like, "Well done, sir. You did a good job, sir." Or he'll come to me and say, "We need to tighten up with this." So he keep me in line, but keep me in line all the time. He does. So. He keep me in check. So that's what's up, man. All right. So I ain't leaving this until somebody has a comment or something. I ain't leaving. Somebody got to have a comment. Besides you. Anybody got any comments? We'll stay here until you have a comment. Go ahead, brother.
The white man is the devil that the Bible.
Damn right. We'll take that one. Sister, you had a comment? You had a comment? You had a rec? Yeah. Say it again. I didn't hear what you said. Yeah, right. We'll take that. With that being said, we're going to prepare to go ahead and close the class up. Men of Israel, the Masham, which means to stand.
Charlotte.
All right, Israel. Amajim, which means stand, everyone.
Y'all Pakonami is the face to the east. So this is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanau. Shabbat Shemayim. Wadash. Ayah. Shabbat. Yahweh. Lakwata. Tabah. Ayah. Aisha. Baratazah. Kawah. Ayah. Washemayim. Nawa. Cow. Wasalaknova. Manasai one. Kabal. Awashai now. Ayan. Right. Kaya. Amalakwa. Wala. Wa'atapara. Aman.
All right, this is the Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth as is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And give us our debts as we forgive our debtors. It is not to temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. So be it.
It's the prayer to bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
I-S-U-P-K. All right. This is the blessed Israel in the English. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Bless us. And Israel. And the school. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you. So be it. SARS, which means turn, and Shah means to be seated. All right. With that, we'll pass the class over to prison officer. Who wants to close it? Y'all wrong. Prison officer, y'all wrong. All right.
Got some haters in here.
I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10 means tenth in the Hebrew, ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations, what we got coming up? Feast of First Fruits and Salakia. That's going to be Friday, September 29th. Oh, Salakia. Am I looking at it right?
May 29th.
May 29th? Oh.
That's the closing.
Okay, Salakia. May 29th.
Right.
All right, Salakia. All right, and let's see, if you want to be, if any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots. Salakia. All black boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. And also, when you come into the school barber shop, go ahead and put it in your navigation. All right. And don't end your navigation till you get here on site. That way we can get our, the algorithm working in our favor. So we can get more eyes on the school. So we can just build the school. Okay. Barber shop. All right. And also your navigation, it depends on which one it is, will let you know where the cops are. So, you know what I'm saying? Help you out a little bit. But with that, we're going to give a salute to the teachers. So, I'm in Israel, Majum, which means to stand. Majum Shabbat, Majum Barak, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua Barakatah. What we just said was the Most High bless you in the name of Christ. Yahamatah means hands down. Sorry means a turn. Sisters, Majum, if you will, which means to stand. Men of Israel going to give a courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Majum Shabbat, Majum Barak, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua. What we just said, Most High, watch over you in the name of Christ. Yahamatah, hands down, class dismissed.
For so long you've been sighing and crying, begging for justice, and here the Lord is bringing you justice right here to your streets.
City